This story is not about strength. It is about a decision no parent should ever have to make. Watch till the end, because the last detail changes how failure itself is defined. How unbearably difficult it must be to push one's own child toward possible death. Yet this mother was forced into that choice. And the 13-year-old boy did not resist, because he understood something no child should ever have to understand, that this was a matter of survival for his mother and younger siblings. The woman and her 3 children had gone out to sea for recreation, using small hand-pedaled paddle boats. It was meant to be harmless. It was meant to be safe, until the weather turned without warning. Strong waves began pushing them farther and farther away from the shore. At first, the distance felt manageable. Then it became frightening. And soon, it became irreversible. By the time they understood the seriousness of what was happening, land was no longer within reach. They were drifting deeper into open sea, sitting helplessly on a small paddle platform, with no engine, no direction, and no way to fight the current. They stayed seated, clinging to balance, hoping someone on shore would notice them, hoping someone would begin searching. Until then, the only thing they could do was avoid falling into the water. Hours passed. No rescue arrived. No boats appeared on the horizon. No one even knew they were missing. As evening approached, the mother saw the reality clearly. Death was no longer a possibility. It was standing right in front of them. With no solution left, she made the most painful decision a parent can make. She decided to risk the life of her 13-year-old son in the hope that it might save the others. She asked him to jump into the sea and swim toward the shore to find help. At that moment, they were approximately 14 kilometers away from land. 14 kilometers of open water, deep sea, the threat of sharks, and a child's body. But there was no other choice. The boy understood this instantly. He put on a life jacket and jumped into the water. He swam, and he swam. But soon, he realized the truth. He would never make it to shore carrying that weight. So he did something terrifying. He removed the life jacket and began swimming again. 1 hour passed, then 2. Still, the boy did not stop, because stopping meant his mother and siblings would not survive. 3 hours passed. His arms must have gone numb long before. Yet he kept moving forward, battling violent waves, forcing fear away, ignoring the darkness creeping into the sky, and swimming through waters where sharks could be anywhere. 4 hours after entering the sea, the child reached the shore. He had no strength left. He collapsed onto the sand. Then, somehow, he stood again and ran to find emergency help. Authorities were alerted immediately. Rescue teams rushed into the sea and located his mother and younger siblings, still drifting 14 kilometers away from land. They were brought back safely. By then, they had been stranded at sea for nearly 10 hours. And here's the detail that changes everything. Just days earlier, this 13-year-old boy had been declared a failure in swimming at school. Not good enough, not capable enough, not strong enough. Yet when lives depended on him, he gathered every ounce of courage inside his small body and swam a distance that even many adults could not have survived. Failure did not define him. Circumstance revealed him. Sometimes ability is not measured in classrooms. It is measured in moments when quitting is not an option. If this story moved something inside, subscribe to Vantage Aditya, because the strongest lessons are often hidden inside the hardest human moments.